What is meant by public relations? Public relations is made of 3 built-in barriers to communication. The first one is management function. People that are needed to run things, because you cannot have an organization or even a club without people to run it. 2 is that it's deliberate and planned. What you get is basically what's in the agenda is what's supposed to happen. 3 follows a process. And by that, basically following a process to get yourself from home to school, you get up, get dressed, get yourself out the door, get yourself to class. That is a process. But the process here I'm talking about is actually called the RACE acronym. The RACE acronym is made up of research, action, communication, and evaluation. The research is basically defining the problems you have in PR. Basically, what is the problem? What is it do you want the public to know? Action is program planning or solution. Basically, it's what is going to be done about the problem. Like, how will you handle it? Communication is basically the execution problem. How will the message get out? What kind of a media outlet are you planning to use? Spoken, print, TV, or radio? Then we have evaluation, which is basically evaluating the program. What are the results? The outcome to the process that you did to solve the problem that you wanted to. There are 3 skills that any public relations professional should have and that are necessary to have. One of them is creative problem solving. It's basically make the way how you solve things interesting. Don't just do it straightforward. Be creative. 2 is that we have master of storytelling. Be able and know how to tell something in a story format when it comes to it. And also the ability to work effectively in groups, because there would barely be time to work on your own in a firm. Yes, there are times between that you'll be on your own working, but it actually gets better faster if you work together in a group. Also, while working in public relations, you should also understand and use the acronym of FAIR, which is frequent, authentic, relevant, and engaging. First, we have frequent is what you are saying or proposing that has been talked about for a long time in the public sphere, or barely little at all, because what you're trying to propose. We have authentic, which is something that is not fake, it's not false. It's something that's real and it needs something to be done about it, because you can't change something that's fake, because you're just going to make that issue bigger. Then next one is relevant. Does it correlate to something already existing? And if so, cannot be a main cause to a problem. Because if it's an effect to a problem, fine, you can decrease that to like something like global warming. Then we have also engaging. How can it bring people together? And it's saying now, how can it bring people together to do something about it? There are 2 forms of research that are used. We have primary research, which involves gathering new info through interviews or sampling procedures. Then we have secondary research, which uses info from libraries, resources, online or internet sources. Before we have had advances in media and technology, there was a lot of primary research done. Now there is a mix of resources. That's what most of the information now is looked up in secondary research form, which is either online or the internet online sources. Even though there's a lot of secondary research done nowadays because there's more technology, primary research still exists because, let's face it, journalists do it all the time. Same with public relations professionals. With doing their surveys, finding out people's opinions. The world is ever changing, same as people. Over time, our mind changes, new likes and dislikes. Personalities change through time. Public relations professionals need to work with people. And yes, it can be hard and challenging since people change just like the world does too. But unlike the world, change is more frequent and more relevant with people. And when that happens, people can prefer up-to-date info and trends. Something that I liked about this class is that it allowed you to be creative with the projects done. I mean, creativity is definitely something that you need in your life. And this class allowed it to occur. That's why I thought this class was not boring. It was actually pretty fun when it came to creativity. And something that can change in it is that try and make sure that you get more people to speak up more, because not everyone can speak up easily because they don't know what people might think of what they would say. Just lighten the mood a little. But overall, I thought, public relations, journalism 340 was a pretty neat class. This is Shannon Ozburn signing off.